Hey YouTube, Alyssa Forever here. So for today's video, I'll be doing a full face of makeup using only Nars, with the spotlight being on their new Wanted palette. Oh. I'm super excited to show you guys how I use their new palette to create this eye look right here. I did a little swatching so you guys can see some of the colors that I'm going to be using today. I really suck at swatches, so don't laugh at me. I'm going to start here. This is Coconut Grove. Then we got Shadow Hill. Then we got Mendoza. And then this is Temptress. I also used their new Natural Radiant Longwear foundation, which hasn't even released yet, but it will be available the day after Christmas, December 26th. I'm super excited to be working with Nars to bring you guys this video because I love them as a brand. Like, every single one of their products are quality, and every time that I meet with them or work with them, their energy is just so positive. It makes me feel good. Nars is one of those brands with really refined classic taste. They're not like jumping on the bandwagon, being trendy and doing any and everything. They're really staying true to who they are as a brand. That's something that really resonates with me because I feel like that's how I am as a person. So yeah, I really just wanted to showcase how all of their products work and come together and create this photo shoot ready situation. Please do me a favor and check to make sure that you are subscribed to my channel, because if you're watching this, you are definitely someone I want to keep in my circle. Subscribe so you can be a part of the family and sit at the table. All right, so let's just get right into the video. So I'm starting out on clean skin and I need to moisturize my face. I'm gonna be using this Nars Skin Aqua Gel Luminous Oil-Free Moisturizer, which I've used this before and I actually really like it. I love anything that's oil-free because you know I got oily skin. So this is really good. It makes my skin feel good and it also smells bomb. Next, I'm gonna use this Pore and Shine Control Primer. I have not used this yet, so I'm actually interested to see what it looked like. Oh, it just looks like a moisturizer. Not all thick like I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be like a paste almost. I feel like it's like, as I'm putting it on, it's kind of drying up. But I feel like it made my skin look really healthy matte. I was only able to get one brow pencil. Every Sephora I went to only had like a couple colors. And this one was the closest that I could find. This is the color Cow Case. I normally go for a powder for my brows just because I have really oily skin, and the powder helps to control any oil that might form underneath my eyebrow. Looks pretty good. Now to sculpt out my brows, I'll be using their 47 brush, just like an angled little situation. I'll be using the Soft Matte Concealer. This is in the color Ginger. This concealer is already incorporated into my holy grail everyday go-to makeup. So I already know I love this. I'm obsessed. I'm gonna use my absolute favorite brush. This is their number 50 brush, and I'm gonna use this to blend out this concealer. I'm gonna move on to priming my eyelids, and I really love to use their Radiant Creamy Concealer for that. It is the best. And yesterday I went to a dinner and they had like this whole wall of Radiant Creamy Concealer and said pick as many as you want. And you know what I did, ma'am? I got all of them, so I was so shook, and I'm not even sure I was really retaining any information they were telling me about it, but I think that they have new shades. So I'm gonna use Macadamia. Yeah, Macadamia. I usually just go ahead and rock with Ginger for this, but I wanna use a little bit of a lighter color on my lids just to make the eyeshadow pop more. Okay, we got that. Now I'm gonna use this translucent crystal light reflecting setting powder. I have never in my life used this. I didn't even know they had it until I went to Sephora and I bought it. So let's see what it do. It's a very thin micro powder. I'm gonna use this to set everything in place. So now let's get to the whole reason why I'm doing this video, so I can showcase their new Wanted palette. What really attracted me to this palette is that it has a color for every stage of your eyeshadow. So I feel like all I need to do is use just this palette and not switch back and forth from other ones, because they have really good colors. I have a transition color, I have a brow bone color, I have a crease color, and I have a lid color. I have it all right here. Out of the 12 different colors, 10 of them are limited edition. I'm gonna start with this color right here. This is called Shadow Hill, and use this as like my transition crease color. So when I met with Nars, they told me that this is their all new pure pigment formula. So you're supposed to get like the best and richest color payoff with just one like swipe, and they'll be transitioning all their other eyeshadows to the same formula in June. What I'm also noticing about this palette is it has enough shades in here that you can use this for a day look or a night look. So if I'm doing a bunch of stuff throughout the day and I'm super busy and I have to go to a lunch and then later on I have to go to like a party, I can throw this in my bag and add to my look for like a dramatic nighttime-esque feel. You know what I'm saying? I got so excited to talk about the palette that I forgot to put tape. I want tape. I want that defined look. Shadow Hill is one of the limited edition colors. Now I'm going to use Temptress, which is also a limited edition shade. It's like a satin paprika, and I'm going to work that into my crease. I'll be using brush number 44. I'm going to go a little bit darker in my crease, so I'm going to take, it's like a matte deep bronze color, and I'm going to just work that in. This is called Coconut Grove. This is one of their new permanent shades. I want to do like a little bit of a cut crease situation, so I'm going to take their Radiant Creamy Concealer. This is in Macadamia as well. And I'm going to put some on the back of my hand and just take the angled brush and sculpt out where I want my cut to be. So the color that I want to put on my lid is this like shimmery, in some directions it looks gold, in other directions it looks very pinky, so pinky coppery type feel. I'm going to take this and slap that on where I put the concealer. I'm just kind of like patting it on, not really like swirling it or blending it around, because I don't want to kick up that concealer and have it like be all messed up. So I want to put like a darker shadow here in the crease, so I'm going to go back in with the Coconut Grove and bring some darkness back into my life. So now I can take this little tape off. To line my eyes, I'm just going to use this Longwear Eyeliner. I can move on to the face situation, and I'm gonna go ahead and do my normal routine, do my normal thing. I'm gonna go back to the translucent crystal setting powder and put this down first. You know how I do. I just like to go ahead and try things in my normal routine just to see like if they work in the way that I like to use them. Okay, so for foundation, I went to this Nars event and they have a new foundation coming out in December. It launches the day after Christmas. It's their Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. It has 16-hour coverage. It smooths your skin and improves the look of it. It's supposed to be very breathable and light and have like a natural looking finish. So I'm really excited to try it out. I got shade matched and they gave me this box that showcases all of the shades that they have. They actually have 33 different shades. So pretty. My color turns out to be Syracuse, so that's what I'll be using today. I'm just reading up a little bit on this foundation, and it says that the formula is enriched with raspberry, apple, and watermelon extracts that revitalize the elastic fibers to smooth and improve skin texture for optimal radiance. Ooh, and it's also full coverage. Like, that's what scares me about Radiant. Like, when it comes to foundation, you guys know I have oily skin, so I just get really like worried that it's gonna not be a full enough coverage, that's gonna make my skin look oily. So I'm really excited. Let's just get right into this then. I know it looks a little dark, but this is my color. My face is just really pale. So far it's like blending out really good. I'm just comparing it to the other foundation that I use. This is a very like loose, it's very loose, like fluid. It's really easy to move around on my face, which is very good for blending. You'll get a nice smooth blend. You don't really have to move fast with this foundation because it doesn't do like that drying thing that a lot of foundations do. I feel like with this foundation, less is more. I didn't really have to use as much as I normally have to use with my other foundations, and I still feel like I'm getting a really good coverage. Like, you can't even see my little beauty marks that I have right here. So for concealer to conceal under my eyes, I'm gonna just start out with Macadamia and see what that looks like. Is it gonna be too bright? I mean, no, this is good. I'm just gonna stick with Macadamia. Their concealers are the holy grail. Like, they're just so good. The blend is so amazing. The formula is so amazing. The coverage is so amazing. It's just a really, really good product. And what I'm noticing so far about this foundation is maybe I could go probably one shade lighter if I wanted to. Probably will have to as the winter months approach. So to add a little bit of a contour on my face, I love to do a cream contour. They probably have one, but I have a velvet matte foundation stick that's gonna work just as good. This is in the color New Guinea. I have not used this before and I've not used it yet, so we shall see. Okay, less is gonna be more, I can already tell. My skin looks really good right now. I actually could see myself adding a little bit more up here. It has a really good blend. That's what I'm noticing compared to other stick foundations that I've used. This is blending out and blending into my skin very beautifully. Now I should probably set my under eye. Translucent crystal again. I would honestly prefer more of a normal-ish type setting powder, not this fine micro crystal, but this was really good for under my foundation. I love the way it makes my skin look with the foundation. Them together, they just power couple. I'm only gonna use this to set the high points of my face. I don't want this all over my face because I'm afraid that it might be a little too white looking. Okay, now I can go back in and fix my brows back because they're looking a little ashy. Okay, so now I'm gonna take this velvet eyeliner in the color Last Frontier, which is like a really dark brown, and I'm gonna put this on my lower lash line. Now I'm gonna go back into the palette and take Temptress and put that on my lower lash line. Okay, so for the inner corners of my eyes, I've just been staring at this color. It's so attractive to me. This is called Shooting Stars. Now I'm going to take this Audacious Mascara and slap this on. I might even slap a little bit on my eyebrows. You guys already know I ain't no makeup look complete without mascara on my brows. So now to kind of contour my nose and the rest of my face, I'm going to use this bronzer. This is Casino. I'm going to use this little kabuki looking and now for blush, I'm going to use Orgasm. You know what it is, what it's. So now to highlight, I'm going to go into this Man Ray Double Take Highlight. So bomb. A little bit on my nose. So I'm going to use these lashes that Violet Voss sent me. Their lashes are bomb. I don't even have a style name, but I've been wearing these a lot lately. They kind of like flare out more towards the ends, like a lot more. I wish I had a name for these, but if I figure it out, I'll put them in the description box. Like when I do cut crease eyes like this, I love to have lashes that just kind of flare out at the end and leave a little bit, like they leave an opening so you can still see the coloring that I worked so hard on to do on the cut crease. Do you know what I mean? Because sometimes I'll get lashes that cover up everything I did, and that's just defeating the purpose. These are just perfect. Signed, sealed, delivered. And now to the part that I kind of dread. The lip. I have all of their Power Matte lip pigments, and so it's just hard for me to choose a lip, and when I do choose one, sometimes it can make or break the whole eye look. So that's why you guys always see me wearing like a neutral lip, because I just don't even want to right now. How many colors is this? I'm gonna say 22. 1, 2, 3, 4, 20. There's 20 of them in here. I actually wore this color the other night. This is called Rock With You, and it seems like it just goes perfectly with the coloring that I chose for my eyes. So let's just rock with this and hope for the best. I think this was a pretty good choice. Let's take the braid down so we can see for sure. I need to go do my baby hairs. Let me get these baby hairs in order and I'll be right back. Okay, so here's the finished look. Full face using only Nars. I think it turned out really bomb. In my last makeup video, I told you guys if you recreated my look and used the hashtag Alyssa Forever on Instagram, I'd be going through the hashtag and posting some of my favorite recreations. So I'll go ahead and insert some of my favorites from my last video. So here's my finished look, and I'm feeling classy. I'm feeling ready for fall. I'm feeling ready for my warm sweaters and hot cocoa. No, pumpkin spice lattes. Same thing goes for this makeup look. If you want to recreate this look, post it to Instagram and use the hashtag Alyssa Forever. I'll be checking it out and featuring you guys in my next makeup video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you at my next upload. Bye!